Ask real quick.
Actuality Speaks.
Actuality Speaks. Okay. Is it the same if I try to add y'all on Instagram? Actuality
Yes,
Speaks.
Actuality
Okay.
Speaks. Yep.
All right. We live, literally live. So we rolling. You can start the show in 3.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Seven Sins. We back. Season 2.
Hold on.
Man.
All right.
You good, man? Let me start.
Yep. I'm just gonna go in over there. I should do a sound check first.
Okay, all right, let's go. Put your yellow before me. Got this thing. 3, 2, 1. Good money?
Mic check.
Yo. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Yo. How we sounding?
Alright, we lit.
Alright.
Cool. All right. And ready in 3.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Seven Sins with another episode of Actuality Speaks podcast, where if it ain't real talk, goddammit, please stay silent. Man, we tapping into upstate NY, baby. You know what I'm saying? You already know I'm a New York nigga all day. So I felt good having another New York nigga with me today.
Yeah.
It's great God.
Peace,
Good
man.
minute, sis.
Appreciate you, God.
You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's rap a taste,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know?
So how you feeling, brother? Just
No, I feel great, son. You know, just, running around promoting the Snow
Yes,
Day
sir.
EP.
Yes, sir. Grind
You
out.
know what I'm saying? Grinding that, doing all of the radio, from everywhere. Boston, Connecticut, everywhere. Oh,
It's a
all the
beautiful thing.
surrounding cities,
It's a
man.
beautiful thing.
Just going to get acclimated with the gods such as
Right,
yourself.
right.
So
It's a beautiful thing, man, and I do appreciate you for pulling up. You know
Of
what I'm
course,
saying? And
yeah.
for giving your time.
No doubt. I appreciate you having me.
You can't get your time back. You feel so you
Right,
gotta
yeah.
spread your time wisely.
Right.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Just
So
told a young lady that, man.
Did you?
Listen, man, I don't got time to argue and bicker with you. I can't get none of that time back, man. You gotta bring some peace and serenity into
That's
this
a fact.
cipher.
That's
That's
a
it.
fact. We all about energy here.
Yeah.
It's a big energy game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna jump this off how I usually jump this off, bro. So we like to start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? From the mud. You know what I'm saying? Before Great God was Great God. You know what I'm saying? Set the scene for me, yo. Where does your story begin, my G?
So my story begins in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where I was born.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
okay.
born in Milwaukee. Grew up in Waterloo, Des Moines, Iowa. Then moved to Brooklyn. Then moved to Rochester. Then moved to Syracuse.
My man been around.
Yeah. I get around like one of them groupies do. You know what I'm saying? I've been a lot of places, but I'm Brooklyn's own.
Word. I hear you.
So
set that scene for me, man. What's cause I'm granted I'm not familiar with the Milwaukee area and how cats get down.
yeah,
in that
so
area.
Milwaukee, I stayed there. I don't even really remember Milwaukee, but I don't like to leave that out my story because it's dead. That's where my mother and father met at. That's where they had me at. And my mother's from the Midwest, and then my father, his family lived in New York. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I end up bouncing around to both places, going to visit my father in New York, and my mother's family is from Chicago, Milwaukee. Mississippi, Iowa. That's where my grandmother lived. You know what I'm saying? So I would go back and forth, and then once I got old enough to say, you know what, man, let me go do what I need to do. Let me do the things I like to do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Then, that's when Brownsville come into play. You
Shout
know
out
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
Brownsville home.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but that's how the story started, man. It just started with being an inquisitive, young man and just running around, getting into mischief and doing shit that I probably had I know for a fact I had no business doing. I always wanted to do the opposite of what everybody else was doing. So,
Yeah, I can relate.
yeah, when dudes was getting in trouble, I was getting in trouble, but a different kind of trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they were smoking and drinking. I chose not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I never drank and smoked, so
I respect
I had a different, a different level of awareness. You know what I'm saying? By not drinking and smoking. A lot of things that I ended up doing later on in life, I really couldn't afford to slip. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford to really be off point doing the things at the level I was doing them. So. And plus it was cool, like, to be able to tell the ladies, like, yo, no, I never did it. They're like, what?
Nah, see, that's the ill shit right there.
Whoa.
Because, yo, shorties get fucked up when you're not the norm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, listen, you ain't gotta spit no game, you ain't gotta do nothing.
Yeah.
Once they see that you not the norm,
Right.
you got them already.
And you diferente.
You got them already.
You diferente.
You got them already.
The petty, it's a different thing. When you're right. You said it. Yeah, nah, it's different.
Respect.
You get a different everything. You get a different energy from them
Absolutely.
when you're not like everybody else.
Absolutely.
So, once I figured that out, God, and it was like that they loved it that. Oh, it was like, okay, cool. Then I'm 30. That's like, well, it's too late now, so I might as well just don't even start. Like it's too late in the game. So yeah, man.
So I mean, what was the childhood dynamic? Okay, so you was going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then you at what point did you finally settle? You know what I'm saying, as far as in the New York area?
91. No, matter of fact, 92.
The golden
yeah.
The era of a lot of shit.
Oh man, the era when Brownsville was Brownsville, Flatbush was Flatbush.
When New York was New York.
When when you don't want to get off that train on Livonia and Rockaway because them boys at Tilden is there, and it might not be a good idea.
Talk about it.
Like you might not even make it to Brownsville Projects.
Talk about it.
Then you can't go down Livonia because the boys in the the Tilden boys is dead. It's just a bad situation. It was one of, at that time. So people that see New York and know Brooklyn now,
right.
If you're a new resident over there, it was nothing like that.
No, hell no.
It was gladiator school without going to Rikers Island.
I say that shit too, because it's like, I feel like when I go back now, and I'm riding around or whatever, I'm like, damn, I feel like a stranger.
Right, yeah, me too.
Feel like a stranger a little bit. Yeah. It's like, this ain't what the fuck it is.
Nah, it ain't. I mean, but thank God, right?
I mean, I can't, let's not get it fucked up. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing, but it's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely a different dynamic.
Different.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you touched down, right, you said, you said Pops was from New York, right?
Right.
Pops. So you settled in with him?
I settled in with, so I was in Brownsville then, and so my pops he was in upstate in Rochester. So when I ended up moving out to Rochester, and I ended up going with Pop Dukes, you know what I'm saying? And so like as a kid, I would go back and forth, I would go back and forth, right? But we wasn't the closest, you understand?
Got you.
But so when I actually got to move to Rochester, I actually got to be with him on a daily basis and really get to know who he was and understand his aura and his energy. And he's I'm talking about a brilliant, beautiful man, you know what I'm saying? So that was at a time where I needed to see that type of structure, you understand? Even though, I was already offered to the foolery, you know what I'm saying? And I brought some of that foolishness with me that kind of rubbed off on my little brothers, but and I look back in retrospect like, damn man, I kind of like I was bringing my little brother to the tunnel. He was 16 years old. Now mind you, he lived in Rochester, but I'm still coming back, going to SOs, going to the Q Club, still going to Latin Corners. So on the weekends I'm bringing my little brother with me, but the tunnel was on Sunday. How the fuck he get to school on Monday? Ain't no way I could leave at 4 in the morning and get you back up top. So I kind of ruined his life, man. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a taste of what that shit was like too early.
We not perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, man. But yeah, I got the experience and I lived with my pops. But I didn't stay with him that long, maybe like a year and a half. Then I ended up getting my own place. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then I ended up just not staying in my place. I found out that it was a spot called Jeff and Maine, and that shit was jumping, and I ended up staying in the gate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And getting money, and you know, then eventually my man lived in Syracuse, and he was getting to a whole bunch of money in the Q's.
Right.
And he just had came to the point, my man Shiggity, he was like, man, you can have this shit. And then I'm like, wow, what's going on over there? He's like, yo, bro, I done made enough money, I'm cool, I'm done with this shit, right?
Okay.
So he like, yeah, this shit is 100 a gram over here. I said, oh, is that right?
Right.
Okay, say less. So then I ended up in Syracuse. Before I went to upstate New York, I didn't have no kids. So I had my first daughter in Rochester. Shout out to Ty Janae. And then I ended up having 3 kids in Syracuse, man. So I kind of been just going back and forth from Brooklyn to Syracuse ever since then. But I've been in Syracuse now like 20 years now. So it's like,
So
you know, they you know, when I do videos, right, and I don't do no shit in Brownsville, they be like, oh, you don't do nothing around here. Then it's like, you casting the Q's, like, man, it's people that probably think I'm from the Q's because I've been there so long. So, you know, I be trying to have a, you know, good balance.
No, I dig it.
Yeah.
As long as you acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying, and not try to play it in a weird way like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I that's definitely respectable, man. Like.
Nah, I made, you know, like, I made a lot of everything that, like, so people so big on geographical locations,
Yes,
right?
they are.
And it's like, oh, nah, I gotta move here to do this, I gotta move here to do that. Oh, this town is too small, or why you still in Syracuse? You ain't out of that town, man. I made everything happen from Syracuse, New York.
Right.
I love Syracuse.
Let them know.
I love the people in Syracuse. You know, all of my god brothers I met in Syracuse, we started an amazing faction of a group that we came up with in Syracuse, and I did everything from North Carolina. So I don't never downplay Syracuse. I love Syracuse, and they just really show that you don't have to be in LA. You don't have to wake up in New York. You may have more opportunities in them places, but don't pigeonhole yourself. I made myself and my brothers a household name from Syracuse. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You hear that shit?
Yeah.
Like, that's the real shit right there. Like he said the key shit right there. Don't keep yourself stuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of what everybody else got to say about your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your grind, it's your hustle, it's how bad you want the shit.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But now, so now, where, at what point did you, I want to say, did you, like, you know what I'm saying, did you fall in love with the musical aspect of the shit, like the bar work, you know what I'm saying? Like, what made you feel like, yo, this rap shit, I could do it?
So I always been a bar smith, right? Like, so bars was always important to me. Authenticity was important to me. So when you deal with authenticity, it's like, you're gonna give them, you know, these minute details is what sets you apart to make somebody say, oh, not son did that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Right.
Boy talking that, oh, he wouldn't have knew that if he, nah, the only way you know that is if.
Like Ho said, you couldn't talk about it if you ain't living.
Yeah, right. We know when these MCs is embellishing
bullshit,
and you just talking crazy,
yes,
right? Because it rhymed, because it looked good, like, you know, you know. So I always was into, nah, the bars gotta be right and exact. I was always a lyricist. Right. I fell in love with it a long time ago, to be honest with you, God, but I just was too one-track mind. I was just too heavy in the street shit. So it was man, I got what they got, man. I don't need no record deal. Yeah. And it made it very hard. Like, I would go to clubs and I would see these brothers that I see on television, and then I would see them in the line while I'm getting pushed to the front. Right. And I'm like, damn, I just seen some of his
perspective.
Like, yo, like, oh, he don't got the. Then I see them catching the cab after the tunnel. They like this. Outside on that brick. Like, yo, and I'm like, I just saw him with the SC400 coupe in the video.
Like.
The oval joint.
That's not what it looks like.
So I'm like, oh, so then I realized, oh, they renting jewelry. And so then, you know, at that point, I was very arrogant, man. I was getting a little bit too much paper, and, you know, that came with a certain level of arrogance. So I was looking down at them, you know what I mean? So it really just made me be like, oh, nah, I don't want to do that. What I need to do that for? Like, I don't need that. And then it was like, yo, what could they offer me? Like, if I'm watching only the top cat, we on a tour bus, and I won't say no names, but when I'm watching only the main guy go get a room, and then everybody else sleeping on this funky ass tour bus.
That's
It
crazy.
smell like breath and bitches.
That's crazy.
I'm going back up top. I got shit to do. I'm not staying around y'all. Like, ain't nowhere in the world I'm sleeping on this tour bus when I got a situation up top. So it just took for me to finally say, God, like, you know what? I gotta just put my all into this one time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just not do what I'm known to do and what I've been doing, and let me put everything, every bit of my energy, heart, and soul into music, and see what happens.
Right.
And I did that 2 years ago, and it's been going up ever since. Alhamdulillah, like it's been going up, bro. Ever since then, and now it's like. Before I was like, okay, mine ain't working. I'm going back and forth. I'm playing with the fans. I'm playing with the supporters. Oh, I'm gonna drop this, and they was always supporting.
Right, but it was
me playing. I'm tickling like my man Times Square would say. Oh boy, you tickling like. I'm like, nah. So it took for me just to put the music out and be consistent, and then I saw the results, and now it's like, oh, ain't no way I would go back and do that. Like now it's $7,500 for a feature. I like. You know what I'm saying? I get to go in there and talk slick and get what half a brick money. Like, I'm cool.
Was beating that? Was beating that?
Nah, ain't nothing beating that.
You ain't gotta look over your shoulder.
I ain't gotta look over my
You ain't gotta worry about them boys looking at you.
Yo, bro, my neck is still sore from them days. That ain't no fun, son.
That's the thing.
It's
not fun.
It ain't. It's not too much, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And them niggas that glorify that type of shit, that never been in the shit.
Right.
That's what fucks.
Let's talk about them, yeah. And that's what really, that's why with my music, it's a little different. It's very different because I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons, right? I'm not gonna just tell you about all this work I cooked up in that Pyrex ain't right, or somebody trying to kidnap my girl, right? Or you understand what I'm saying? Niggas trying to grab my son because they wanted the father, right? Or nigga supposed to bring my girl some money and he trying to smash her, you know, or he never come to see me. These are the things that really happen in that life, but we don't see that because don't nobody talk about it. Right. Everybody just talk about the upside, the upside.
They romanticize the shit, man.
Yeah, what?
You feel what I'm saying? They romanticize the shit, and I was just having this conversation with somebody not too long ago. I was like, what was the situation? Damn, I'm trying to think what the fuck the situation was. But either way, it was a situation that happened, and I was trying to tell them, like, listen, there's a difference between the glorification of this shit and somebody just speaking on the fact-based, like what's really going on in this shit. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Like there's the individuals that glorify it, like popping a nigga or doing this and doing that. That's the glorification of the shit. Like it's cool to do that. That ain't it. Yeah, that's not what niggas do. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas will speak on some shit. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Like, a difference between speaking on some shit and glorifying some shit. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And there's too much of that glorification. Yeah, it's too much. And that's why all these other motherfuckers, they run around thinking like, this is the shit. What?
That's why they run around with switches and they ready to shoot before they fight. And they won't even fight. Like, they don't even make, like, boy.
They scared to get
they don't want to do no fighting. So how you gonna go to the island? How you going to jail when you can't fight?
You already know what's about to happen. Them niggas like, pulling up that noose, nigga.
Yeah, like, oh.
That shit, they canceling up.
Nigga hanging it up.
Like, this shit is real.
Nigga packing themselves up.
You feel me? It's real. Like, this shit is not fake. Like,
right.
You talk that shit, the real ones are gonna come to you like, all right, what's up with it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
now they want to, and that's what often happens. Like, oh, you be talking that shit. They want to see if it's real, man.
They're gonna
just because I'm just gonna see, man. Like, some talking that crazy. Like, what's up with something?
Like, what's up with dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But it just seems like they just not understanding that shit. Even after all the other examples, I feel there's been a few examples of the shit where the shit folds up. Like, shit, I've been seeing this shit all fucking morning. You already know what I'm about to get into.
I know what you're talking about.
The fucking 6ix9ine shit.
The rib shot shit.
You feel me? Like, we seen the examples of this shit. Like, at the powers that be, like, they're trying to make a mockery of what the fuck niggas do. They're trying to make a mockery of the art. They're trying to make a mockery of this shit. That's what 6ix9ine is.
Yeah.
And all the rest of the little foolery. Like, they're trying to make a mockery of the shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
If niggas don't see that shit, then you need to wake the fuck up. That's what they're trying to do.
But
they're trying to show you that.
And 6ix9ine and them, like, I feel bad for the young guys these days or something because look at what they gotta see.
You see?
They gotta see that. These cats talking about never going to school, but got all of this money and all of these cars. These little niggas feel like they ain't did nothing in life if they ain't 18 and don't got 100 bands.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of pressure. Like, I got an 18-year-old son, and I just know and understand that
Like,
the pressure got to be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, the pressure got to be crazy.
It's there.
Because when you scroll down and you see your favorite rapper, and they got all the chains and they got all the jewelry, and like I said, they on there preaching that they ain't never went to school and mother never, you know, mother never, my mother and father never did nothing for me. They be wanting that to be their narrative, even if it ain't the truth.
That's what it is.
Like, God, they really want to adapt that narrative for themselves.
Even
like,
if it doesn't apply.
Even if when it don't apply, they want to be able to say that. They want to. I remember my son told me one day, man, he was on fire popping with this music, and he told me, man, maybe I need to go to jail. And then my buzz will go up.
See? That's a fucked up
Now,
mindset.
God, I look, so I'm like, nah, dude. But he was dead serious.
That's fucked up.
He's told me that one time, and I'm like, oh, nah, man, but
That's wild.
that internet is crazy, bro.
The internet is
The
bro,
internet,
that shit is ruthless, bro.
It's the devil.
It's wicked, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
That shit is wicked.
Yeah, it's different.
To hear that, that's nuts.
Nuts. Hey, you ain't gotta
I might
do
have
nothing.
to go to jail.
Yeah, what if I go to jail or I need to make a diss record? You don't even got no ops. What you mean? Like,
The whole op situation, that shit fucked me up too. They use that term too loosely.
oh, everything is an op.
Everybody's a op. The nigga, come on, bro. The nigga who fucking said something to you in the post is your op.
Yeah.
The nigga you never met is your op.
Yeah,
Like, that's not shit like, stop
Yeah.
it, bro. Like, stop
And how y'all
it.
got so many ops and all of these ops, but they like, come on, man. Like,
Real, and y'all walking and chilling, and
Yeah,
y'all going out
yeah.
like, bro, like, this is not how opposition is. That's
Right.
not how it works.
That's not how it works.
That's not how. It
And if you really got true ops, I don't really feel like that you should go to sleep at night before you handle your handle. Like,
you can't. You
feel
can't
me?
sleep comfortably.
Like, how could you really, like,
Like,
man?
come on, your peoples can't sleep comfortably.
Right.
Like, stop.
It's a very uncomfortable situation. So to put yourself in that position when you don't even have to is insane.
It's ridiculous.
That's insane. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
to
Like,
cause you run around causing trouble, making trouble. Like, that's what these little dudes is doing.
No, I'm
They're
ready.
firing things down.
I'm
They proud of it. And they,
Yeah.
nah, they running around crazy.
Because a
So,
lot of that shit is happening out here.
Yeah.
It's just like, I just look at it like, I just shake my head. I don't know what to tell them.
what we gonna do though? Like, what do
I feel like-
you think that
Well-
us as the older guys can do to change that narrative a little bit?
I mean, really, I feel like it really boils down. I feel like to me, it's a conversation that needs to be had, but on a grand scheme.
Okay.
On a grand scheme,
From
because
somebody that they trust and love.
for
Like,
somebody, well, it has to start there.
okay.
It has to start there with somebody that they trust and love. But we have to come together collectively to do it. We can't single them out. Like, singling them out, and we might get to one or two, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna hit everybody.
Okay.
I feel like the ones that they worship and look up to, these are the ones that have to come to the forefront.
The
and
little
listen.
jerks,
Yes.
have to say,
Them guys. Like,
it ain't cool no more.
Right. Like, we did that shit for real.
Right.
Like, they have to show them the real side of the shit too.
Right.
Like, we did it for real.
Right.
We not just singing and rapping or whatever. No, this shit happened for real, my nigga. Like, there's real consequences
Right.
that come with this shit. Whether it be death behind them walls,
Right.
or, you know what I'm saying, whatever else. But it has to start there.
Yeah.
With the cats that they do respect, because a lot of these younger cats, they don't respect no fucking body.
Yo, bro, they don't respect nobody. My son and them don't respect nobody over 20.
Dig?
So
That's
it's
crazy.
like, yo, they don't respect. You know, me, I loved it being in the barbershop. I love to be around
Yes.
older cats.
Yes.
I prided myself on saying, oh, I know they going. Let me go sit in there. They gonna talk that slickery. I'm gonna learn a couple of jewels that I can put in my toolbox,
That's right.
and I'm gonna have a treasure chest by the end of the summer.
That's a fact.
Cause these dudes is giving real jewels and real knowledge of self. I'm learning, but man, if I was the pops of my kid, I would want to be with my old king every day.
Absolutely.
Yo, bro, I never got to hang around my pops. You understand? So even to this day, when he come around me, bro, I still be emotional. I be stalling it out because I just like being around him. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to be around him.
Yeah.
So, but he'll come and see me, and then he be having stuff to do. So it'll never be a long visit, but still to this day, at my age, I'll be wanting to be around him. I'll be wanting to, cause he got so much knowledge, and you know what I'm saying? And I really didn't get to be around him, but these kids, they don't want to listen, man. Like, I just know, I can only speak on the cats that I know. They don't respect nothing that's old, bro. They don't want to hear what you talking about. They don't want you to tell them nothing. They know it all, and they know
it all.
They know everything.
But off of what though?
What? Yeah. What did you base the knowledge off of? What did you acquire the knowledge?
Off of what you heard off the reality show the other day, or what you heard in the song? Like, come on, man. Like, that's not based on
what you see on the internet.
Yeah, that
money on
shit when they
got
got money, holding the money,
holding the money up, and this, that.
You feel me? Like all of that shit. That's where your knowledge come from.
Right.
That's crazy.
But like you said too, like the young cats that's rapping. See, they only showing them that, they're not telling them, and that's why I kind of want to make a documentary about mothers who got sons that went to jail and how it alters everybody's life. Because what you do is not just what you do, young man. You're going to alter everybody's life when you go to jail. Now your mother got to get another job so she can put money on your books. She gotta run around and try to come and see you up top. And trying to get rides to do that, like, I feel like that's the documentary that's needed, because don't nobody want to see their mother cry.
Nope.
If we see a documentary, that's like almost a scared straight. If we see a documentary of all of these crying mothers and talk about all of the things that they go through and how they wish they could hug their babies on a daily basis or whenever they stop by, I think that'll make them, because the toughest love their mother.
Love their mom.
The son might disrespect his father, but the old earth can't do no wrong. So we gotta show them what it looked like, how it really make them feel, God, because it literally changes everybody.
Right. Now that is a fact, because I know that firsthand.
Yeah.
First time I got caught up in my little bullshit, nigga. I remember that feeling is what fucked me up the most. It wasn't getting caught up. It wasn't them boys being stupid. It wasn't them, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, doing what they did. It was the reaction of my moms. It was that hearing her voice.
Yeah.
You feel me? When they let me get that call and I heard her voice and shit, the disappointment in her voice. I was like, damn, nigga. Like, that shit fucked my whole shit up.
Yeah, now mama love giving you that tone. that tone of dissipation, you got. That tone of disappointment from mama love is a different.
Mess me up, bro.
I would not, one thing I never did, when I got locked up, I never even called my mom and told her, because I just knew that it's like,
I don't blame
you. Yeah,
so I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah. But I feel like, what you think, a documentary like that, like, have you ever saw something like that?
I have not. Not fully. Like, you might see a documentary where there'll be a mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you have one centered on that,
right.
Nah, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Like,
showing them on that bus ride.
Yeah, not showing them.
Yes.
Fully, like, this is the process.
Right.
This is what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would be dope.
Yeah, man.
That would be very dope. Like, that's ill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would definitely respect that shit, my nigga. But it's just some there definitely needs to be that shift. Something needs to change. Individuals really got to come together, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of come together and really plot out some shit, because these cats is running wild. Yeah. And doing like reckless shit, like.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's just reckless.
Right. Like, you thought you was gonna get away with that? Like, you thought
Did you really?
Like, you couldn't have thought that. You thought you was in a game. You thought this was GTA?
Did you really think
you thought you was gonna be able to push reset and or you thought you was gonna really come home after that?
Yeah. That's the thing about it. And I be seeing these cats, like, was it maybe a year or two ago, and you know what I mean, little dudes was outside doing it, you know what I mean, on their little bullshit. Hit an old lady on her porch, man. It's like, come on, shit like that. It's like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, bro. Old lady minding her business, doing her routine like she do every fucking day.
Right.
And you on your dumb shit because you want to prove a point.
Right.
And look like that nigga.
Right.
You over here hitting her.
Right.
You ain't even hit your quote unquote op. Right. You hit her.
Yeah. They ain't even. Yeah. They shooting from the 3-point line. They ain't even.
Feel me? Like, it's bugged out, bro. It's bugged out. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I see this shit and I really just sit here and just think like, damn, like what what could we do to, you know, really impact this shit?
Nah, I've been thinking about that for a few years strong, man. Like I started a TV series called Young Gods, and you know, the premise of the show is about cats that grow up minus an uncle, minus a, you know, father, because the uncles ain't even doing nothing, bro. Like, if I disrespected my mother, I knew that my uncle was coming through to thrash me. You heard, son? Like, I know Uncle Tommy and Uncle Ernie and them, I know they coming. I know I can't even go to my grandmother's house. I don't even want to go over there because I know it's about to be fire when I get there. I know that, but these like, you know, brothers and uncles are supposed to beat up, you know, like, get you right. What's up with you, boy? You disrespecting your father? What's up? Like, we ain't going for that. But, you know, so the show is just centered around, you know, being able to, having to make these decisions as a youth, minus that dynamic, because that dynamic is so important. But these last couple generations, like, the fathers have been locked up, the uncles might be, uncles might be smoking or be finked out somewhere. Ain't nobody really paying them enough attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then it's like, when the older guys do try to talk to you, it's like, you don't even know how to take that because ain't no older, nobody has ever been around you.
Nobody's been there, so it's like, you know, nigga, should I even be listening to
like,
you?
what? Right, that look you just gave.
Like, that up and down shit, like, nigga. Yeah, alright, nigga. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, that's wild, though.
Yeah.
Wild, bro. That's wild, man. That's crazy. But I mean, indeed, bro. So I could definitely appreciate that's the energy you putting out there, bro. Like trying to see that difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, niggas, because again, niggas gonna talk about what they talk about.
Right.
But that don't mean that we're not aware of, you know what I'm saying, the problem at hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, that brings it back to the whole. It's not a glorification. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking on what we know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't a glorification like go out and do this. You know what I'm saying? We letting you know what the fuck we saw, what we've been through. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit.
Yeah.
So
go through it so that you don't have to
go through it.
Like how could you not listen to somebody that really did it all and really not say, damn, like, okay, I that's one of my situation. I don't want to be like these knuckleheads.
right.
But guess what the new narrative is? If you ain't been in jail, I don't want to hear nothing. I heard Meek Mill say, yo, if you ain't never been in jail, I don't want to hear nothing. Like,
See?
Hold on now.
This is what they got to look at.
Like what you mean you don't want to hear nothing if you ain't been in jail? I want to listen to the one that ain't been in jail, not the one that been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I hear people say, oh, if you ain't never had no money, or if you ain't got $1 million, I don't want to hear nothing. I know people that have millions of dollars that end up fiends and got it back, got another $500,000, end up fiending again. Like,
that's a fact.
You got to judge the message and not the source.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But it's these rappers that have the influence that's telling them the wrong shit, and they're hanging on to every word that these rappers are saying. And it's like, nah, boy, now we gotta untrain them. They've been trained.
Right.
So I think that what we gotta do now is like, how do we untrain them? And that's the hard part.
I mean,
how do you unwash somebody's brain?
Yeah, which is, like you said, is the hard part. But it's an effort that has to be put forth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we can't just look at it like, damn, they gone. Fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta come up with something. We gotta try.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't want to feel like, granted, I've said it like, damn, this generation right here, like, I just don't know.
Right.
I just don't know about these niggas, man. But at the end of the day, it's because they're so fucking misguided.
Yeah.
And they need guidance.
They need the proper guidance.
They need that motherfucking guidance, bro.
Yeah. But they gotta want to accept it.
But they have to want it.
Yeah.
They have to want it.
You can want the world for somebody that don't want nothing for themselves, and you just gonna get a headache.
Right.
You know?
That is the truth.
Yeah, man.
That is the truth. And it's a crazy truth. It's a crazy reality we live in right now, bro. Like, there's so much shit going on in the world. And there's so much shit going on in the world, my nigga. Not even just in our backyard, but it's just all these other influences everywhere. You know what I'm saying? There's just so much going on. Because, like, again, we didn't have all this shit to look at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We heard about shit.
Right.
But
too much
info.
Right.
These cats, everything is right here.
Yeah.
In that palm of their fucking hand. They can look up anything. They can see it all.
Right.
They can see all the foul shit, all the good shit, but they gravitate more towards the foul shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They think it's like, oh, they look at it like we looked at movies.
Right. That's
how they look at it.
Yeah.
When we watch movies and film,
Right.
they look at these real clips of niggas getting popped and niggas doing it. They look at it like, oh,
Right.
okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to be that nigga.
Right.
Fuck that.
That's how I'm gonna conduct myself.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna conduct myself like that. Even though I wasn't like that yesterday, I'm about to be like that today.
And that's the thing is that you can be wherever you want to be. Like,
That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. Yo,
man,
this shit is foul.
what you think about that joint though, man? Speaking back about Son though, Rainbow Guy. Do you think that was a setup? Do you think I feel like he staged that?
I'm looking at it different. I'm looking at it from different angles. You know, and I'm feeling a very staged. I'm feeling it's very staged at this point now. Like, as I'm looking at it more, I'm like, hold on, nigga. Like, this nigga set this shit the fuck up, nigga.
I feel like that he's such a good troll that he'll take a you can just for the TMZ look.
I feel like he did.
I feel like that he'll take a mouth shot for
think
that.
about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, his shit was heavy for a second. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did. Nigga got out, was talking his shit.
Right.
Thought his momentum was about to be stupid.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. He died out.
Right.
Cause he died out. Then all of a sudden, here you go again. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think he might have felt like he needed something to.
Yeah, he needed that. He needed the jumper cable.
He needed the jumper cables to get it popping. And let me get back in the tabloids, bro.
We're gonna know if he put a record out in the next couple days.
I don't know.
That response record gonna do 80 billion.
You feel me? Because the nigga's a motherfucker like him. He'll be good for it.
Yeah. Word.
Either he's gonna get back on his trolling shit, or like you say, he's gonna put out a record. He's gonna do something. We'll see. You know what I'm saying?
They was stomping him out with Crocs on though. I couldn't. Like that's what fucked me up.
They
Like
were.
with Crocs on.
They were. So it's like, and again, it's like it ain't so far fetched in the day and age that we live in.
Right.
Like everything is so like a lot of shit is fabricated.
Right.
Everything is an image to put out because I want like everything is I'm gonna do this to try to get this out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is premeditated. Yeah,
Right.
everything is premeditated.
Yeah. It's all a script now.
Yeah, everything is a fucking script.
Yeah, everybody's script
Like,
writing.
reality is damn near non-existent.
Right. Right.
Like motherfuckers really be just coming up like, yo, like, alright, so y'all ready? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we practiced the other day.
Right.
Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I practiced
Right.
this whole shit the other day, and we're about to
Right.
play it out for everybody.
Right.
Which is it's crazy.
Right.
It's fucking crazy. That's why I respect the authentic individual.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I fucking have my podcast.
Right.
I just want to hear the real, my nigga. Like I don't want to. I don't want to hear none of the extra shit.
Right.
I want to hear real stories, real happenings, and all that shit.
Right. Yeah.
And that's facts. That's where I'm at with it, bro.
Right.
But yeah, man. So it's like shit. I mean, 'cause, again, we can go on this shit all day long. You know what I'm saying about because this shit it doesn't end.
Right.
But so to get just to get back to you know what I'm saying, great God. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because again, we can go on this shit all motherfucking day, but great God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now we spoke on. You know what I'm saying? You falling in love with the shit.
Mhm.
You grasping this shit. You figuring out that you are a boss smith. You are you know what I'm saying? You're a wordsmith.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when did you feel like no, let me say this. In the beginning, did you feel like was it just for the sport in the beginning? Or did you feel like I wanna go there?
I always wanted to go there. It was never for the money, it was never for the sport. That's why you get what you get when you listen to it too, because it's not financially driven. I'm not doing it for the bread, you know what I'm saying? I'm alright. So, you know, you really get the piece of my heart, and when I'm spitting them lyrics and you hearing them records, you truly get a piece of that heart, you know? So, yeah, man, I always wanted it to go. That's all I ever wanted was to have the good ear of my peers. That's it. And now that, you know, now I'm getting the accolades, and now I'm getting the you know, the people saying like, nah, you the artist that come every 25 years, like Lord Jamal said, and you know what Primo saying, like, nah, he's different. You know, you know, the people like that. So, you know, like a Premier co-sign, a Rock Marcy co-sign. Like when I was sending my records to Rock Marcy in the beginning, and he was telling me like, oh nah, you like hold on, son, like hold on, nah, hold on, you different. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, okay, because I know the people respect him at God level. You know what I mean? That's level 7 shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, that through the extra battery, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I always knew that I want to be. I'm going to the top, and now I see the trajectory. It ain't nowhere but the top. That's all I can see is the top, you know. So every time I'm writing them bars, I'm throwing darts and I'm aiming at whoever at the top.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. As you should. Now, I mean, so what's really like the end game for you? Like I don't even want to say end game because it's like this shit continues on. You know what I'm saying? But it's like what's really like the goal currently? The current goal.
The current goal is to, you know, to put these records out, put these EPs out this year, and then, you know, put on my artists. You understand? Find some younger guys that we could build up so that we can all truly be each other's crutches, you know? And then I want to just fall back. I want to shoot these movies, and because through film you can convey and you can reach a lot more people, you know.
Now you talking on the acting tip or more so on like writing these scripts?
No, writing scripts and actually doing the filming.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I want to do, man. I just want to go ahead and strike them for a couple years with this music. Let them know, I'm a little bit better than y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I'm a little bit better than y'all, and then I'm gonna get out the way, and I'm gonna do these movies, and I'm gonna, you know, make Finally Focused Films. That's the name of my company. I'm gonna make Finally Focused Films a household name and do some documentaries and movies to really, really uplift the people. You understand? Like truly uplift the people.
Word. Yeah. Word. Now, as far as with the film. Now, I documentaries. Now, as far as like movies, what direction you headed in with that, genre-wise? Like, what do you feel like you're gonna touch?
So, I got an urban joint that I wrote. Well, you know what they would call urban. That I gotta get out my system. It's called Up Top, and it's about the cats that's in the hood hustling. Everybody dream is to what? Gotta go upstate, get some money, have my tax. I hope somebody take me up there. I mean, you know, you get that one cat from your hood that done been up there. You see him come home in that 7, and you like, oh wait, now I'm in Middletown, now I'm in Binghamton, I'm in Rochester. Like what? Like I'm over here working this mailbox for this old man all this time in the P's. So it's like that Up Top is about the kids that grew up in Brooklyn, moved up to Syracuse, New York, and they end up not even being friends. They end up, you understand? They end up really seeing what it's like when money come into play. So besides that, after that, I want to do comedies because Ice Cube said, man, I didn't make no money till I made Are You There Yet? You understand? Like, listen, I want to make them laugh and then give them reality, but I'd rather bring people to the theater and make them laugh than to make them sad. We seen enough. We had enough hard shit. We had enough sad times as a people. So let's, I would rather give them something to laugh about, or to laugh with us with. So yeah, that's where I want to go with it. Ultimately,
comedy's always a good aspect to turn to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. But Up Top, that's my baby. So I'm going to do that. This summer. After I get off a tour, we're going on tour. I'm going on tour with Rock Marcy in April. And the last date of the tour is on May 25th in Atlanta, which is my birthday. So after that, I'll probably start filming like June, July. I'm going on tour with Onyx.
Nice.
That starts in a few days. We're going to be doing Vegas. The first show was in LA, then we doing Vegas, then it's 30 dates. So shout out to Fredro, shout out to Boston Rob, and everybody else that looked out. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some Onyx dates, and then go with Rock for a month. And after that, I'm gonna get to this movie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Hassan Johnson, aka Weebay from The Wire. He's gonna be in the film. And that's my God brother, man. I love that guy, man. Very, very humble guy, and just always willing to help and build. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So yeah, he gonna be starring in the movie, and I got Benny the Butcher. He said that he gonna executive produce it. So
shout out to Benny. Shout out to Benny.
We got some things in the works, man. It's gonna be a great year.
Nah, definitely.
It's the year of God, though. You know,
I see it.
2023
2023.
is literally 20. You know, 2 and 3 is 5 plus 2 is 7. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
You talking that talk to you. I
No,
hope you
it's
listening.
the year of God,
I hope you
man.
listening.
Yeah, man. Every year I have told my mother, "This gonna be this year, Mom. This gonna be the year. This gonna be the year." And this year is the year. You know what I'm saying? It started off excellent. It started off very good for my music in there, but then, you know, the trials and tribulations, I lost my brother. Rest in peace, Man Dozer. I lost my favorite uncle. You know what I'm saying? We lost Boom P from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Respect Life. You know, I lost probably 4 or 5 people. So it's very hard to navigate my successes with the shortcomings. So,
Right.
but you know, I'm getting through it, man.
No, indeed.
And every one of my supporters that reaches out and asks me how I'm doing mentally, I love y'all for that, man. I appreciate y'all so much for that, because it be days it's very hard for me. You know, my son just got locked up, so you know, it's. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all of y'all that reach out and just check on me mentally, man, because I'm definitely going through it. I'm making it look good, but
nah, you gotta do that, man. That's very important too, because again, this is something that I feel like we've gotten a little bit better now these days with it. But this is something that us as black men, we weren't conditioned to speak on these things.
right,
Which is why a lot of us grow up with these anger issues and
right,
you know what I'm saying, resentment and all this shit. 'Cause we weren't conditioned to speak on our shit. We were
Right.
conditioned to keep our shit in
yes,
and just keep it pushing.
right,
That's it. And just deal with life as it came.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love the fact that we're more vocal about our shit.
Yeah,
now, you know
man.
what I'm saying? This whole mental health and all that shit. I like that.
Yeah,
That's a part of this era that I do love.
yeah,
Because things are being addressed.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Pain is being addressed.
right.
Which it don't take away from who the fuck you are.
It don't.
It don't.
It don't.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I used to work with a lot of the youth that was locked up in, you know what I'm saying, the DSS, DYS and all that shit, you know what I'm saying, juvie lockup and all that shit.
Right.
And I figured this, I already knew, but I figured it out because a lot of them I knew from the neighborhood and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when I started getting in the workforce world and all that bullshit, so I was like, what better place to work than with little niggas I know?
Right.
So all they want to do is they just want somebody to hear them out.
Right.
That's
Right.
it.
Right.
While the rest of the staff was on some dumb shit, fucking with them, abusing their power, and all that dumb shit, bro, I came in there and I was like, yo, listen, first fucking day, they was in the TV room, I said, yo, listen, I turned the TV off, and they were like, I'm gonna say, yo, chill, I'm gonna holler at y'all real fast. I said, listen, I came to do a job, but I understand where the fuck y'all niggas come from. I come from the same shit.
Right.
I ain't come to give y'all no problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to hear y'all out, hear me out, respect what the fuck I gotta do here, and we good money.
That's right.
You feel me? They were like, alright, fuck it then.
Right.
Real talk. I was their favorite fucking staff.
That's right.
Because why? Because I'm relatable.
You're relatable.
I'm relatable.
Yeah.
I understand this shit.
I'm not coming in with a complex.
Feel me? I'm not coming in there with
abusing
that
the
dumb
power.
shit.
Power ain't nothing if you misuse it.
No.
Yeah, I salute you
That's
for
it,
that,
bro.
bro.
I'm not for that, bro. Like, all them niggas want to do is hear them out. And, bro, I done heard some stories from them young boys, man. All they want to do is somebody to hear them the fuck out, not judge them, bro.
That's right.
That's it.
Right.
Simple.
I tell people all the time, my last name is Smith, not Mathis. I ain't judging. I done did everything that could be done in these streets. And you know what, but it takes people like us too, like, cause they used to ask me to come and talk to schools, right? And I used to be like, nah, man, cause I felt like a hypocrite. So I would never want to go speak to the kids, but now I know and understand, like, anytime I'm asked to do that from this day forth, I'm going because they need to hear it from somebody that been through it. The people that want to talk to them, they thinking like, oh nah, you lamed out. Like, I don't want to hear that from you. You don't even know. I can't relate. You're not relatable. I don't know, but they, if you've been through it, now it's my duty to run around. Now I have to go. Now that I got a certain level of success, I have to go and talk to these babies because they know and understand. No, he did that, man. And if he's saying that, man, even if we could save 1 or 2 or 3 You know,
It counts.
it counts, man.
It counts.
It counts. It counts.
That shit count, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's real, man. Yo, please, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can, as an elder,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Please,
Yeah.
reach out to the young boy on the corner that you see
Right.
on the corner. Holla at him, man.
Yeah.
See where his head at.
Yeah.
See where his mental state is at. Man.
Yeah.
That shit was important.
Even like that's very important. What you just said, the mental state. That's why I said to my supporters, I thank them for checking on my mental, cause I'm going through it. But the young boys, man, they don't got nobody to tell their mental state to. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have nobody. They ain't no. We're not checking for that.
Right.
So we definitely need. I'm gonna start. And you know what? I'm gonna start doing that, man. I'm going. You just sparked my thoughts, y'all. Because it's certain. It's cats that. Like, I know that they revered me. I know that they put me up here. So I gotta start checking. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, once or twice a week, I gotta grab a couple of them that I don't even know. But and just tell them, like, nah, son, like, I do it, but I'm gonna put mash in motion and do it a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, like, Tyler, like, yo, where your head at, man? Like,
Yeah.
Man, where your head at? Cause I real quick story, I remember I was out there, I'm in Boston. So I had a young boy, you know what I'm saying? I used to see him all the time, young cat. And then I caught him one time, you know what I'm saying? This is back when I used to smoke and shit, so whatever, I had a little smoke. He was like, yo, you got a little smoke? I said, yeah, I got a little something on me. We was just chopping that real quick.
Right.
And then he was like, yo, man, he was like, real talk, yo, shit is crazy out here. And I'm like, well, what's up? Well, I like, what's up? What's good with you? He was like, man, you know, niggas is warring out here, this, that, and the third. I'm like, and I asked him, I said, what you warring over though? Like, why you warring? He was like, on some real shit, because of what the old heads is warring for. That's why I'm warring for it. I said, He said real shit, like, he was like, at first, nigga, I didn't even know what the fuck I was warring
Not even
for.
a problem he made for himself.
Feel me? Not even his problem.
Right.
He said, I'm warring for good with the other niggas. He said, so you know, I'm out here, he's out here on his shit, you know what I'm saying? He holding. I'm like, that shit wild. Young boy,
right.
Young cat. I'm like, damn.
Right.
That shit is crazy. And I just told him, I said, man, like, honestly, I didn't know what to tell him. I just said, cause he's in it by default, nigga.
Right.
Like, you in it by default, my nigga. I said, damn, bro.
Right.
I said, my nigga, just fucking be safe, my G. Like, real talk, be safe, bro.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And it's hard too, man. It's hard to see a young guard running around and he feel like he gotta have a grip on him, right?
Yeah.
And then it's hard for you to take it, cause it's like,
I know,
yeah,
I don't want to be the reason that you,
right?
You know what I mean?
Like, I know you. Like, it's a very
It's
thin
sticky,
line,
bro.
man.
Sticky.
You know, because these cats has got it in their mind. I need to have it, man.
Yes.
You know, a young brother told me, man. I asked him why he had his gun on him, and he was with me, so I told him, nah, you can't have no gun around me. He said, man, I gotta have my gun, man. If I leave my gun in the house, it's gonna have a separation anxiety, and it's gonna jam on me next time I bring it out to use it.
That's crazy.
He literally told me that, and he believed that.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, no, that shit's crazy. But you know, we just gotta, like you said, we know what we gotta do, and if we do it, you know, and we can reach a couple of the babies, a couple of the young guys, you know what I'm saying? Because the kids teach each other.
Yes.
So you know, we don't teach adults, we teach the kids, because they gonna spread the knowledge, and the babies gonna teach each other. So, you know, we just if we don't have nothing else out of this podcast, is that we figure out, listen, man, that us as OGs, we just gotta go talk to these kids a little more. Talk to them a little more, and let them know that they got an ear, you know what I'm saying, and we understand where they're coming from, and you know, hopefully we can steer them on a different path.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's the ultimate goal, man.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal, and I definitely hope for that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, like, to all the other cats out there that you know that really have some type of pull, some type of, you know what I'm saying, some type of hold on any of them, man. Like, real talk to them.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
Have that conversation. Just let them know. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that they have an ear.
Yeah.
they have an ear there. Because a lot of niggas, like I said, a lot of them running around thinking like, anybody trying to hear me out.
Right.
That's it. So they running and doing whatever the fuck they feel like is popping.
Yeah. I mean, I was a full-time father in the house with my son. I never left my son.
Yeah.
I've been there the whole day, his whole life, and then I heard him say, like, I don't have nobody to talk to, and I lived in the house. So it's like, nah, son, that's, yeah, like if he felt like that, and he had his father
So
there every day, imagine the young God that didn't even have no father around. Imagine, like, yeah.
Imagine, bro.
Yeah, man.
And that's facts, you know what I'm saying? I understand that shit. I'm a father too, you know what I'm saying? I got 3. So
Right.
it's like, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. This day and age is tough.
You got teenage boys yet?
I got, well, shit, my young, he's on his verge to teenage years, you know what I'm saying? He's on the peak of that. He's about to reach that.
Yeah.
He's already like, but again, like they already at that little younger age where, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about to transform right over to the shit. And him, again, like he, you know what I'm saying? He ain't from where I'm from. He ain't from me. He ain't dealt with this. None of this shit that I dealt with.
Right.
But again, seeing that shit on the screen,
Yeah.
it's like they feel like they're from that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they feel like they dealt with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I be trying to talk to him. I talk to him. I let him know like, yo, listen. You know, this is what real life is about.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah. Nah.
Same with my daughters. Like yeah. Same with my daughters and all that. You know what I'm saying? After her, like they're the 2 oldest, and I got babies. So it's like, you know what I mean? With them, who knows what their generation is gonna be like? But this generation now, it's like I gotta cater to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they're so impressed. Like shit, my little daughter, she be coming at me like with all the little young nigga new rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't remember their names, but she be talking that, you know what I mean? Like the little niggas from Harlem and then little niggas, you know what I'm saying? Talking about that all that shit they be talking about, like niggas from Sugar Hill. I said, hold up. I said, yo. I said, do you even know where Sugar Hill is at? Like, do you even know? Like,
yo, but it's so crazy because they be knowing shit too. Like, I had to ask my daughter, like, how do you know all this stuff?
Like, what do you know? She came at me.
And you in the suburbs, but you know everything.
Like,
that's
you ain't
going on.
never been in the. Well, I mean, but anyway, my daughter a little bit more than my, a little bit, but you know. But it's like, the fuck you know about that? Like, come on.
Nah, yo, I just had that talk with my baby girl. She telling me this and that and this and that and this one and this one.
Yeah, she telling me about one of them little young niggas that got killed and shit. Like he got set up. And I'm like,
yeah,
what? Like,
right.
Like, you know a little too much about this shit.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
Alright, but okay. But again, it's that age, and plus they have it all right here.
Right.
They have all the information right here.
Yep. They got it all.
It's crazy, bro.
Get the right information though.
Please
and apply it.
get the right information.
Get the right information.
Right information. That should be a motherfucking hashtag.
Yeah.
Get the right information and apply it.
Yeah, man.
Please.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Like yo, my nigga, like you definitely got that energy with you, bro. Like I'm definitely glad you came up here.
Nah, I appreciate you,
real
my
shit.
brother. Nah, word of mouth.
Like real talk, bro.
Appreciate
Like
it,
came up
bro.
here, you was talking that good talk, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like you a good dude, man. You a good dude. Good energy with you, man.
Yeah,
Real spit. Real spit. But I mean, so as far as the project, that's the Snow Day.
Yeah.
Snow Day project. Is that the newest?
Snow Day is the newest. The Snow Day is the first project I ever put out. That's GRE8GAWD's first project. It's out on vinyl right now through rrcmusic.co, or you can go to GRE8GAWD.com and buy a brick. You know what I'm saying? So my merch comes in a brick. You cut the bird open, and then the hard drive is on the inside.
Oh, that's great marketing.
And it's shrink wrapped. You know, like you know, the brick is $100. I made 100 of them.
Yeah.
I sold about 80 something, 90 of them already.
Nice.
I'm actually going. It's too many people that won't work though. So I think I'm about to manufacture another 100 bricks just for the tour. So if you're in Europe and you want to get a brick, you know what I mean, I'm probably have some joints. I'm still waiting for TSA to tackle me so I can get my teams in on it. I be having bricks in the air and I just wait, they won't tackle me. I'm like, I don't see them shits on the scanner.
Y'all ain't fucking with me.
Like if I had a real joint though, I would.
For real.
You would have threw me on my edge up.
Real
But yeah, man. So now I'm just running around selling legal birds, man. So you know what I'm saying?
That's the L, nigga.
Yeah, man. Kitchen magnets. You put me on the fridge. Where else would great God be but in the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? Even the CD is shrink wrapped. I brought one for you. So man.
No doubt.
GRE8GAWD.com. Go check out the Snow Day EP. Me and Rock Marcy is working on God Brothers EP right now. So it's gonna be a beautiful year, man. Catch us on one of the tours, man. The live show is crazy.
Absolutely, man. And yo, listen, definitely tap in because homie spitting for real. Like it ain't that gimmick rap, it ain't none of that shit. Yo, he's rapping.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's back in the essence. This is shit that I fuck with. The shit that I love.
Nah, I appreciate you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like homie got that. He's
Yeah.
talking that talk. You know what I'm saying? So if you a listener, get to listening.
Yeah, look out for Sammy Jesus, man. Sammy Jesus.
Was that your artist?
Jesus with a G, yeah, man.
Okay.
He's so crazy. Shorty asked him what his name was, and he said Jesus. She looked and she said, what? He said, yeah. With a straight face, yeah, Jesus with a G. Yo, tickled the shit out. But he's amazing, man. He's an elite. Like he's different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out Thump Man Dozer, man. It's my heart, man. He was the best that ever did it, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what's up.
God Squad.
That's what's up, man. Hey, yo, listen. You already know, man. I don't bring y'all no bullshit. I bring y'all the realness, man. And I feel like this right here, this was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I got to highlight the God right here. He was talking that talk. So definitely tap in with him. It's great God.
GRE8GAWD. GRE88, the number 8, GAWD on all social platforms.
Make sure you follow. You gonna follow back.
That's right.
You feel me? Listen, you're not gonna be disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
telling you that right fucking now. You're not gonna be disappointed. You're not.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you can be.
Right.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So again, bro, I wanna, like I said, like niggas been doing. I mean, I've been doing it for a minute, but now they calling me giving flowers. But I'm giving flowers. I'm giving props. I'm saluting you in the whole nine for what you do.
Right. Now I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it.
And I continue to do it, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Real talk.
No doubt.
I appreciate you for pulling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, you could have been anywhere the fuck else, but you came here.
Yeah.
So it's love.
I'll be back.
It's
This
love.
ain't
And I
the
would
last
love for you
time.
to come back,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, the next
I
time,
would love for
yeah.
you to come back,
No
bro.
doubt.
And talk some more.
Yeah, we got,
know.
yeah. See, when it's real and we talking about real conversations, it's endless. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It don't end, bro.
Knowledge is infinite, right?
It don't, absolutely.
So we could build all day, man. Y'all start building and stop destroying.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You'll see what happens afterwards.
That's right.
Real talk. But understand, this your boy Seven Sins. This is Actuality Speaks Podcast with Great God.
Actuality Speaks Podcast. Great
Dig.
God. You
Even
know
if
what
it
it
ain't
is, man.
real talk, god damn it, please stay silent. Yeah.
We out.
That was beautiful.
That was a good combo right there.
Real talk.
That was a real bust up,
Told you.
right?
It's a conversation, bro. It's a
That
conversation.
was a real bust up we
It's
just
a
had.
conversation, bro.
You might have to break that one up in a
You fit? Hey, listen.
you
Facts,
know?
bro. I have conversations here.